Hello traders out there in Traderland, D7 here with Grok Trade. I'm a hedge fund owner, been trading in the live markets going on 28 years using technical analysis. So let me see if I'm able to share a couple things with you technically that I think that you may find of interest. Well, last week we were talking about the markets heading downward. Sure enough, the markets last week started to edge lower, but I think that we are topping out. And let me build a case here for you. The S&P 500, the spider, this is the big dog. This has the biggest barometer reading and indication to what the markets are doing as a whole. Looking at this, when I look at this, I have a rising wedge. You'll see the red line here. Do you see this? This red line. If I pull in some information here, the MACD is giving me a bearish divergence there. That and RSI is over 70, so it's overbought. Because of that, RSI, that's overbought, relative strength indicator. And then the MACD giving me lower swing highs, and while price action is giving me higher swing highs on the S&P 500. This is a rising wedge. That is more bearish than it is bullish. So have we put in a top? There's an 85 to 90% chance that we are putting in a top right now based off of these trend line drawings and these resistance areas, the rising wedge and all the indications I was just sharing with you. So high probability. No guarantee, but a high probability that we're going to be topping out here very, very soon and then heading down. Could we go up into this apex of this? Yes. And could it continue higher? Absolutely. However, the odds are significantly against that. Especially, let's go ahead and pull in the weekly chart on the S&P 500. If you look at this, we're up, 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 up. Look how extended we are. Look how many weeks that we have been going higher. And we get a doji top. Do you see the doji there? Almost a tweezer top. So this is a big time reversal opportunity. And if I pull in these guys, I'm looking at everything else. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that's saying it's overbought right now, but are we overextended? The answer is yes. Not overbought, but overextended. Big rally here on the weekly spider with a reversal pattern. And if I go to the monthly, let's check this out. If I go over here to the monthly chart on the S&P 500, now we're just in the middle of the month here, so but look how we're already at the top of this trend. Rising wedge. We have a divergence, or do we? Let's look here. It says I do. There's the divergence on the RSI. So with that, we're for the month here, we had back here in April, hammered out. May, up. June, up. July, up. And we're at resistance. So the monthly's at resistance. Monthly's at resistance. The weekly, which we just looked at, is showing us a tweezer top. We got a doji. And then a rising wedge coming to a lot of resistance areas here. The other thing I'd like to take a look at while I'm doing this are the Qs. Say, what are the Qs doing? Rising wedge, is that confirmed? Yep, MACD going down, that's going up. Are we overbought on the RSI? The answer is yes. So we're very extended. This is telling me on the daily chart on the Qs, we should be looking to go. We should be looking to go higher, or I'm sorry, lower. And if I were to pull in the weekly chart, take a look at this. Last week we were over it. Remember last week? I said if we close back down below this will be a jab, and this could get bearish and quickly. So on the Qs, tweezer top, doji, but we close below this trend line. That is no good, no good. This could get bearish and quickly, gang. So that was the weekly. If you go here to the monthly, you look at this, up, up, up. Nothing to get too excited about on the monthly. The Russell 2000. I really like to watch this a lot. Same thing, rising wedge, bearish. Come over here. And on the rising wedge, I have a really tiny, you can see this. So let me blow this up so you can see it. Tiny little bearish divergence here. Higher swing high there. Higher swing high on the price. Lower swing high on RSI. Bearish divergence. And then on the bigger one, we have price action making higher swing highs. MACD, lower swing lows. Big time bearish divergence. Again, this is the Russell 2000. Small caps, whatever this does, the rest of them will do. And you can see Friday, it took the biggest hit of them all. That does not surprise me. Does not surprise me with the toppy market that we're seeing here. And look over here on the weekly. Big fat doji after a huge extension to the upside. Of course, the weekly is looking to come down. MACD, or I'm sorry, the monthly, if you go here to the monthly and pull this up, what I want to do is see what is this Fibonacci retracement. So if I go to the Fibonacci retracement, I yank, oops, hold on, I got to do this the other way. If I do a Fibonacci retracement, I go to that high, bring it down. Here, we're touched at 76.4 and have retraced back. And if you, again, that was on the monthly, and a quick look here at financials. We look here at financials, a rising wedge. If it breaks down below, that's going to be really, really bad, or at least bearish. You can see the weekly chart, guys. Came up to this resistance area last week or 2 weeks ago. This past week, we dropped. So there is the reversal pattern. This has a really good chance of continuing south. And on the monthly, which we can't put too much in yet because it's only half the month, it went up, touched that line, and then come right back down. So that's telling me that chances are the highs are in for the short term. So remember this video, I did not place Google or YouTube ads on this. That by itself is probably worth a like. And if you like anything that I did here and I brought some information to you, give me a like for that. And if you haven't done so yet, feel free to subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. Just make sure you don't miss any of these. Again, I'm a hedge fund owner. Again, I've been trading nearly 30 years using technical analysis, own a trading education company, and I have a little bit of street cred and some experience here, and hoping that I'm sharing this with you, that you also can benefit from it. If you're new to trading, look at our 101 course. It's free. It's the baby steps to get you started in trading. And if you're ready to ratchet things up and to quicken that learning curve quite a bit, feel free to do mentoring with us. Take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Guys, why are you still here? You just watched my video and now you're still lingering around. Might as well be with you now that I have your undivided attention. Listen, if you haven't done so yet, I highly recommend putting in a foundation of trading, your foundation of trading through a mentor. For learning to fly a plane, you wouldn't just go through ground school before you start flying in the friendly skies. What you would be doing, though, is going up first with your flight instructor. Same thing if you're going to learn to ride a bike, you better have somebody behind you helping you ride a bike. Surgery, you're not going to read a few books and do heart surgery. So every principle in with being guided by a mentor, let finances be this. If you're a trader, you from amateurs to professionals. Mentoring will do that for you. Anyway.